Sticks and stones may break my bones, but there will always be something to offend a feminist. You should know that you are promised premium entertainment, so you should hit that thumbs up button now. Don't forget to comment and subscribe if you haven't already. Now, let's dive into wokeness.
Women in this country still make 77 cents on the dollar for what men make. So if women don't make less than men?
Actually, if you start looking at the numbers, Rachel, there are lots of reasons for that.
Wait.
Well,
Don't tell
first
me
of all,
the reasons are. Do women make less than men for doing the same
Actually, no,
work?
because...
Wow.
Well, for example, men work an average of 44 hours a week. Women work 41 hours a week. Men go into professions like engineering, science, and math that earn more. Women want more flexible
Listen, this is not a math is hard.
No. Yes, it is, actually.
Right now, women are making 77 cents on the dollar for what men are making.
But that's not true. If so,
let Rachel make her point.
Every greedy businessman in America would hire only women, save 25%, and be hugely profitable. And I love how passionate you are. I wish you were as right about what you're saying as you are passionate about it. I really do.
Whoever made that dumb report was definitely a feminist. How do you create a haphazard statistic and call it fact? Also, every classic feminist does not want to hear the truth. It's all feelings and oppression. Anything else, throw it out the window.
It's just for me personally, but with my job, like obviously a lot of men just tend to jump to sexualizing me. So if a man is truly interested in me, I want to see that with him taking me out on dates and getting to know me as a person outside of my job and wanting to have sex with me.
Don't you guys think it's unfair for you to say that it's unfair for a man to sexualize you guys when your occupation is literally titled sex work?
I think if a man's brain is that small that he can't wrap his head around like work versus real life, then he's not worth dating.
But your work is not traditional work.
You're the one that took something that's real life, intimate, and loving and turned it into work. That's what you need to recognize.
We didn't create
No, as of the last maybe 40 years, but the rest of humanity treated it as something intimate and loving and sacred for years. Now you've turned it into a career and something for you to make money off of. So yeah, but it makes sense that you're completely desensitized and you're never gonna understand.
It's incredible how these women think, is it not? If a man was a musician, is that not a part of who he is as a person? But sex work is different from who you are. And did she just say that OnlyFans girls were actors? I am sure we will never see you guys on Netflix. If you're going to sell yourself out, just do that. You barely have enough brain cells to make claims like these.
I find it a little icky when there's an older man dating a super young woman. It seems a little weird.
It gives you the ick?
It does, yes. It gives me the ick.
It says give me that ick.
It gives me the ick. Like I said,
So it's fine if they have casual and never talk again.
if they're just hooking up, that's their right as consenting adults. Where I get concerned is when the older man is trying to like look at this person as like their wife, and this poor girl who's like 21 years old has not even experienced any life in any way, shape, or form. That's just not gonna work out well. That's just my opinion.
Wait, hold on. So just to be clear, less predatory, less bad if the guy her and never talks to her again. But when the guy wants something a bit more serious, that's where you have a bit more of an issue.
I think that them trying to date long term and like her become a wife at 21 years old to somebody who is double or triple her age is creepy.
First of all, crosses should be trademarked at this point. Enough is enough. So you think it's okay for a 21-year-old to sleep with a man old enough to be her father. However, it's predatory if this older man wants to get married, and your defense is experience. You want her to sleep around before getting married, basically. Okay.
Never at any point in time do we think it's okay to murder a newborn baby because they won't really know it.
Well, it's out in the world, okay? It's out of
Okay.
her body.
So,
It's not a part of her anymore.
so what is it about being out of the body that makes you valuable and protected?
Well, out of the body, they can see, first of all.
What if they're blind? I'm just trying to make sure your arguments are real.
Why is it so hard to use either protection or choose abstinence? Some of you still wear face masks even though COVID is gone, but you can't take a pill or wear a condom. Am I the only one seeing this? It's your body, your choice. Then choose to not house another human being if you're only gonna kill that being.
Let go of me.
Then sit down.
Let go of me.
You're going to go in cuffs if you don't sit
Seriously,
down.
Sit down. Seriously?
If you don't sit down, we'll put you in cuffs. Yeah.
Seriously? Let go of me.
Turn around. You sit down.
I'm not sitting down.
Good. Well, then you're about to go in cuffs.
No, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir?
Yep. Where's your bedroom?
No, I'm not interested in telling anybody right now. I just woke up from sleep.
What's your first name?
Here you go. Any name, sir. I'm so sorry.
We're going to go in cuffs and we're going to walk downstairs and I'll find out who you are later.
Okay, no thank you, sir.
Say what?
Okay, no thank you, sir. I had the skateboarding on and I fell asleep. I apologize.
You're not free to go. Stop.
Please don't touch me.
Go sit back over there.
Please don't touch me.
Go sit back over there. Stop. You're not free to go.
You're not free to touch me.
Yes, I am.
Am I being detained?
Yes, you are detained.
What?
You are detained.
For what?
For an investigation. Go sit down.
What type of investigation?
A trespass.
Can you grab your shoe?
Why would you?
So this lady was trespassing in this college. She had been removed from the property multiple times, and there was even a warrant out for her. This is what happens when you raise entitled children. They become arrested adults.
Do you believe that doing OnlyFans, does that give you confidence? Does that build your confidence? Do you feel more confident because you do OnlyFans?
I think, actually, yeah.
Because I think it's a false sense of confidence. Because here's the reason why I say this. Because OnlyFans gives you confidence because it's based on looks. It's only based on looks. You're not having Pulitzer Prize conversations with people that are checking out your titties and your vagina. So the second the OnlyFans is done or your looks fade, then what are you left with? What are you left with?
Well, I think,
She's left with a digital footprint that won't go anywhere. She's left with an emptiness that will catch up when she's old and wrinkly. Most importantly, she's left with cats, the service animal of the lonely.
Now, if they make it to the final, the girls will get $5,500 each. The blokes will get $69,000 each. Oh! How can anyone justify this item?
They can't.
No.
I mean, the gender, I beg your pardon?
I can justify this.
How?
Why?
Well, I'll tell you what, stars don't get paid more money because, a sport doesn't become interesting because the stars are paid more money. Stars get paid more money because the sport is interesting. Let me ask you this, how many of you guys on the panel know who our Australian Matildas are playing in the quarterfinals?
Don't.
No, because you don't care about it.
Exactly. And if no one cares, no one buys tickets, no one tunes in, and no money is made. If no money is made, the salaries of the players are smaller compared to more loved and known players. Instead of ignorantly gasping, how about you get a couple tickets?
If you're an OnlyFans model and you're doing all kinds of horny, girly on OnlyFans, and then you expect your dude to respect you and not follow other women, you're delusional. You're delusional to think that your guy's not going to follow other women. You can't be an OnlyFans model and then say you're a monogamist. There's just no way. You
that's
can't.
why I say monogamish.
You can't. Yeah, you can't. You can't. You can't even represent the whole monogamy thing because of what you do. Because it is a double standard. It's hypocritical. It's hypocrisy.
If you're not just sleeping with anybody else and you're not meeting up with anybody else in person,
You're sharing your body. You're sharing your body and these personal things that should be only reserved for the person that you're with or married to. If you're married and you're an OnlyFans model and you're sharing your body on the internet and I can pay to see your vagina hole, you are not a monogamous woman. I'm sorry. You're showing your private parts to other people who are not your husband.
This is what happens when we let these people redefine words to fit their feeling of the day. So you date one man and sleep with other people via OnlyFans. But somehow you are in a one man, one woman relationship? Did somebody say delusional?
In a fully committed, one-sided open relationship on his side.
What draws you to that?
He is a very high value man.
What are the qualities?
He provides for me in every single way. Keeps my life extremely entertaining. He's rich, he's attractive. He checks every single box that a girl could possibly want. And every girl goes for a man that's in the top 1%, and there's not that much to go around.
She's definitely looking for gold that shines brighter than her hair.
Your biggest red flag in a girl?
A girl who does OnlyFans.
A girl who does OnlyFans. Is that like #1 top red flag?
Yeah, not wife material, no self-respect, hard no.
Hey, yep. I get that. I'm feeling you. So if that's what I do, then it's a hard no.
Yeah.
Oh.
Society already thinks low of you, but if the goal of this video was to further degrade yourself, mission accomplished, darling.
Back in the supermarket again, and I'm gonna leave a little donation in with the hot dogs. A little donation in with the milk. Got milk. Leave it on the cow horn.
So that's some British OnlyFans girl, an influencer, doing that for whatever reason. She probably thought it was a great ad for her OnlyFans. Anyway, she kept dumping her underwear in a particular Mercadona supermarket in Spain. The supermarket lawyered up, and to cut a long story short, she got deported. A win.
If I were to get raped, and the baby comes out looking just like your rapist, you're gonna relive that every single day. You're gonna see that the rapist in that baby every single day.
Okay, so suppose a woman was raped and the baby is now 1 year old, and that baby reminded her of the rapist. Can that woman kill that baby? No. Why?
Okay, because it's already here. It's already experienced life.
Well, the baby inside the womb is also already here.
I don't think any of these people actually understand how grave that kind of assault. They don't understand how deeply it cuts into the mind. It's not the same with your self-diagnosed ADHD and color-coded OCD, and they make light of it every single argument like it's an everyday thing. It's evil and insensitive, but what would you expect from people who don't think babies deserve to live?
But in the abstract, it would say that equal work for equal pay. That's literally what they just marched in the streets for.
So your question is not so much as like getting paid by the same rate pay, but you're saying annual pay?
It depends. So let's say there was a company that employs OnlyFans models, and then they take a cut and they do all the work for you, okay? And they employ male and female OnlyFans models, and they both work 10 hours a day. The female OnlyFans models will earn $1 million a year for the company, and the males will only bring in $100,000 a year for the company. Should they have to pay both of them the same because it's equal work for equal pay? Or should they give more money to who's actually bringing money to the door, the women for the company?
I don't know. I don't have like an opinion on like that kind of stuff. Like,
I think you both know the answer. You're just afraid to say it. That women should be able to earn what they earn and they provide.
That silence feels like butter to the ears. Finally, someone to shut up these non-working women who somehow believe that women somewhere are getting paid less than they should. You don't have an opinion? Maybe stick to what you're good at. Activism requires intellect, don't you think?
Systematically, white people benefit from the system. They're constantly putting in jobs. I've gone to work with the same qualifications as other white women, and they have gotten the job over me. And not because I'm not qualified, because inherently they're racist.
I identify as Jewish, even though I'm half Muslim, right? I mean, I can hide my Judaism, whatever, because, you know, I don't have a dark skin color, right?
Yeah, okay.
You cannot hide it. When you go to the street, people, of course, gonna prejudge you and assume stuff. I totally get it. But with that being said, when the Jews come to America after the Holocaust, they didn't sit and cry about it. They created job to other people. Unfortunately, it's up on you to prove people with your brain. People are gonna be always judgmental towards your skin color. They're gonna judge you, but it's nothing to do about it except being better, learn more, and prove yourself more to the society.
Why do you immediately think that because a white person got a job over you, it's because of their race? Isn't that very racist too? To think that white people never qualify for anything? How do you even know the qualifications of fellow interviewees? Do you ask them, or do you just assume?
I read about what happened to you at, was it Oberlin College?
Many colleges. I'm a frequent college lecturer, and when I have been lecturing for years, and usually I'd go to debate and spar with some women's studies professors because I occupy a different position in sort of feminist theory. But now, these days, I go and it's not the women's studies people, it's the students who come, the activists, to demonstrate. They set up safe rooms. I spoke at Oberlin.
Safe rooms from you?
From me. And I have to have bodyguards. At Oberlin, I had a detail of police.
Didn't they also have a therapy dog?
Yes. Here's the thing. They weren't
from you because
you. No, a young woman. Well, they had these safe rooms set up, and 30 women and a therapy dog fled to the safe space. I triggered a dog, and I feel bad about the dog.
Can you even imagine that? Attending a debate between professors and creating a safe square because someone did not say what you agree with, and dragging dogs into it? Are you not embarrassed? Sorry, you are triggered and you have anxiety.
Pass or pass?
Pass.
Down.
Cool. Well, no one asked me, but I'll say pass too.
What do you guys think about Lizzo? Do you think she's like healthy?
Yeah. She's vegan. Like, she's active. I'm seeing her on TikTok. She's dancing. She's working out.
Do you think Lizzo is healthy?
No.
Why don't you think?
Because she's overweight.
Don't come for me, but dancing does not make you healthy. It means you have endurance, but you probably won't be around to endure for a long time. Talk to your doctors.
You work 1 hour a week, you spread your legs or whatever you do in OnlyFans, you think it's gonna give you a future?
It's called capitalism, honey.
No, it's not capitalism. It's prostituting in the camera. It doesn't matter if they touch you, smell you, whatever. They can see your vagina and how you giving jobs in the camera. This is something you could never take away. And your son, when he grew up, they're gonna tell him, your mom is the oh my God, your mom did fans. You traded value for money, and you could be a cleaning lady, go clean 10 houses a day, 10 hours a day, right? Instead of going and prostitute yourself. And your vagina doesn't hurt.
No, my it doesn't hurt. It's in very good shape. Thank you.
Really? I don't believe it.
And I don't myself or anything like you do.
What do I do?
Because
I shouldn't say more. The lady in white cooked quite well, if I do say so myself.
You're the Queen of the United States. How would you solve the problem of the homeless in the United States, even with a long-term solution?
Are you asking me, a 21-year-old college student, to solve U.S. homelessness right now?
Yes. Can you vote?
Yes, but
Yeah, you're damn right I'm asking you the question.
I want to decline this question, and it's because I truly don't think I'm equipped to solve U.S. homelessness.
Are you going to be voting this year?
I will be voting, but I do have
And you're
no
going to vote for Biden, right?
public office ever.
You're going to be voting for Biden, right?
Decline the question.
If you don't have the answer, choose someone who does. Capiche?
A few years ago, when you said there was, quote, no room for homosexuality in Kenyan society, I want to know whether you still stand by that.
We have Kenyan law, we have Kenyan constitution, we have our tradition, we have our customs. We will continue to respect other people's customs as they respect our customs and our tradition. I am very clear that we respect everybody and what they believe in, but we also have what we believe in, and we expect to be respected for what we believe in.
I want to play you what President Kenyatta said to me about this issue.
I will not engage in a subject that is of it is not of any major importance to the people and the Republic of Kenya. This is not an issue, as you would want to put it, of human rights. This is an issue of society, of our own base as a culture, as a people, regardless of which community you come from. This is not acceptable. This is not agreeable.
So he's basically saying homosexuality is not agreeable. You've just said that you're kind of trying to thread the needle, that the law says one thing, but you respect everybody's rights. Will a Ruto administration crack down, like many other leaders in Africa, on the homosexual LGBTQ community, or will you allow them their human rights and their civil rights?
I think on that subject, President Kenyatta was spot on.
Again, Americans butting into matters that do not concern you when you have more pressing issues to focus on. No country is interviewing Biden and asking about the mess that is the transgender agenda. Keep that energy.
Who bought you those shades?
These shades? My sugar daddy.
Did you have to give them sugar for that?
Never be afraid to ask men in El Paso for money. These men are so ugly, they will always pay up. These shades, this man was broke. He's gonna pay for them. He's gonna pay for it, babe. You better not ask him for money.
Now she has to learn that yelling rubbish does not equal dollars. Anyway, go pay up. Then you can come back with your BS about being a gold digger to your father's play dates.
Go sell those shades.
Alright, let's go.
Hey, she didn't even pay for her drink. Hey, she gotta go back and pay for her drink.
Stranger was sitting with a friend. I went up to them and I was like, hey, so sorry to bother you. I think you're really cute. I was wondering if I could get your number. They look at me and they go, oh my gosh, I am so flattered. That means so much. Thank you. But I'm actually straight. And I said, no worries. And I walked away and I didn't tell them that I am a woman, a trans woman, but I didn't say that.
Since no one will ever believe that that is a woman, I decided to include him in this lineup just for fun. Oh, and by the way, man, you are a man. A weirdly dressed one, but still a man. Hope that helps.
Disgusting. I just went through the Taco Bell drive-thru because I'm a whore for Taco Bell. And do you know how they greeted me? They said, hello, ma'am. And then after handing me my food, said, thank you, ma'am. Have a good day. Bitch, what about me says ma'am? I have a fucking red
Shall I make a quick list? You look like a ma'am. You sound like a ma'am. You act like a species of ma'am known as the Karen. And your hair particularly says ma'am in red lights. Does that help?
Yes, my question is for Kim.
Okay.
Why do you look half your age on Instagram but twice your age on TV?
I'm not even going to get involved. Answer his question if you can.
How much money does a guy need to make in order to be with you?
At least 7 figures.
At least $1 million a year?
Yes.
What do you bring to the table then? So, you have a few features, but what do you actually bring to the table other than your looks?
My kindness. Oh God.
And that's worth $1 million? That's worth $1 million.
Oh, wow, kindness. $1 million can't even compete. It's not like every decent human being is kind. It's just her.
Do you think that you should save the baby instead of the mom during childbirth?
I think the doctor should do everything to save both and save it whoever they can.
If you really had to choose, who would it be? The baby or the mom?
But what if they're both able to?
Yeah.
Well, you can only save one. Who the fuck are you gonna save?
Yeah, both of them.
Hypothetical situation. Hypothetical situation.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna save them both because it's a hypothetical
But
situation.
you can't. But we're not giving you that option. You can't. Mom
Oh.
or the child.
So,
You're picking
all right. Well, let me so you understand the reason that that's kind of an invalid question. Say I said, someone breaks into your house and they got a gun and they got your mom and your dad. Who do you save?
My dad. My mom.
just know really quick.
My mom used to.
Okay. All right. So does that mean that it's okay? Does that mean that it's okay if he kills the other?
No.
All
It
right.
doesn't mean it's okay to
So
kill
the
either
hypothetical situation isn't helpful because in either case, you don't get to what you want to.
Why are they so eager to kill babies? And what kind of children pick a parent they would save so quickly?
I'm not okay with punishing children to death for the crimes of rapists.
They're not children.
What are they?
They will not kill them if they are alive. Do you not?
Why do you have to kill them if they're not alive? If they're dead,
Alive. If you don't want it, get rid of it.
no,
Your mama should.
they may be unwanted, but they certainly are alive. They're unwanted, but it doesn't do anything to me. Have a nice.
Now we are saying that those babies are not alive? I thought pride comes before fall. It definitely came before a major embarrassment in this case.
Disgusting.
Abortion is disgusting, you're right.
Hearing shit like that is disgusting.
Why? Well, you're dropping the F-bomb right in her face and you're flipping off a total stranger. Maybe your kid doesn't need.
All of a sudden, looking at the images of abortion is so bad. But getting abortions is so cool.
That's not murder.
Why is it not murder? They are alive. If they're not alive, why do you have to abort them?
What if a 13-year-old was to get raped? They will become alive.
No. How does something that's not alive be?
If you can't tell the difference between a man and a woman, you don't really know what's alive and what's not. So, no surprises here.
The women footballers get the same as the men,
Yeah, I think it probably makes sense.
even if they're not
But
making anything like the revenue.
Ultimately, like, it's not going to change. It's not going to change unless they organise. That's actually true across every sector in the economy.
How much?
If you
all
want a
right,
pay rise, join a union and fight for
Let
one.
me ask you this though. They have got unions. But
Exactly.
let me ask you this. On talent alone, for example, as a yardstick, the US women's football team were beaten by a group of under 15 boys from Texas, right? Who were very good, under 15 boys, but their under 15 boys team beat them, I think, about 8-9-0 or something. So why should women footballers, who are clearly nowhere near as good as their male counterparts, just technically, why should they get paid anything like as much money?
Well, I mean, you know, it sucks, doesn't it, that like as a woman, yeah, okay, you play volleyball. I'm a surfer. I absolutely love surfing. It's very hard for women to build up a body strength. This is something that I've learned very much the hard way. And so,
Surfers, by the way, there is equal pay.
Yeah, there is, and actually, you know, it's one of those sports where
Can a woman be as good as a man or not?
Well, it's different. It's a different sport, really. It's not, you know, it is the same sport, but it's very different watching a woman surf than it is watching a man surf because, you know, the average male body is different from the average woman's body for all these.
But is there any actual technical reason why a woman can't do with a surfboard what a man can do?
Yeah, there's loads of reasons. Like it is about the upper body strength. It's about like the way that the body is built.
So should women surfers at the elite level get the same as men?
But like again, I think it just is different. Like it's a different kind of game, and people watch it.
You're shaking your head.
No, I just think when we start making the same amount of money as the men, then we should get paid the same as the men. I don't hear the men whining about OnlyFans models getting paid more than them. I don't hear the men whining about models getting paid more than them. Kendall Jenner is the highest paid supermodel. Where are the male supermodels? But whenever men dominate in an industry, women will just complain.
If you don't bring in a lot of money, why should you take out a lot of money? Isn't that stealing? Or is stealing a part of the modern day feminist movement?
I know my value, I know my worth, and I know my beauty, and that is appreciated by other people because beauty is subjective. My fatness doesn't devalue me.
Why?
So I'm an A. I have been pursued by many men who think I am gorgeous and beautiful. That perception exists whether you have it or not. So guess what? I'll never be the only one who thinks I'm hot, and I know that bugs the out of you.
But if I have the value judgment of hundreds of millions of people to compare the standard to, and I know that I'm below that threshold and just decide that I'm above that threshold anyway,
I'm not the only
that's not
person who
based
makes
on
that
anything
decision.
objective. You're just making up.
And what societal standards in which country?
I must
In
bug the
every
shit out of
country
you.
on planet Earth, she's not an 8. It's ridiculous.
To be fair, also, it's interesting to claim to be so religious and so close to Jesus and be so negative.
To tell the truth?
No, I'm just saying just to be so
What would
negative.
Jesus do? He'd be like,
Why are they yelling? She didn't say anything wrong. She said she ate. We can all see that. Also, to the women supporting women warrior, gluttony is one of the 7 deadly sins.
This guy's biggest fantasy was that he wanted to hold my head in the toilet and me in the ass. He could never find any woman that was down to reenact that for him.
You read him?
I bleached it first, but yeah, I did.
So
With my head in the
degrading, oh
toilet.
my God.
He was honestly pretty gentle about it.
Gently, he humiliated the hell out of you.
Listen, I delivered my last baby
We don't
alone
care.
by myself in my bathroom. I am not a normal bitch, okay? I'm not a germaphobe.
There's a difference between not being a germaphobe and sticking your head in a toilet.
I bleached it first. I'm fine, right? This was months ago. I never had any adverse reactions, so obviously it was fine. Do you know what's on your kitchen dish sponge?
You need a napkin.
The world is gross.
The excuses are crazy.
If you've been here a while, you'd recognize this woman. If you don't, I recommend watching previous videos. Anyway, just a reminder that this woman is a therapist, an OnlyFans mom, and an author. The triple threat feminist. A man thinks you're shit, so he sticks your head in the toilet. Nothing crazy.
2 months into me having my OnlyFans account, I had this subscriber almost since the beginning. He had spent around 2,000 Australian dollars, bought every single thing that I sent him, and I just sort of went into super detective mode and I said, I need to find out who this is. I went through all of the contacts in my phone. It was a couple of guys from school, one girl from school, someone's mum, and my stepdad.
Was this shit in Alabama? Anyway, whatever bed you make sure you can lie in it comfortably.
That was the best of a bad situation. I give credit where credit is due. I'm probably the most pro-anti-Trump comic out there. That mother.
You're not.
Shut the fuck up!
Shut the fuck up. As a white guy trying to talk to black people.
I'm not.
Bitch, no, you're not.
Yes, I wasn't.
No, you were.
You just tuned in.
You were trying to.
Well,
You were trying to.
For what? What are you upset about? It's not me.
No, and shut up. Any black person ever tried to laugh at his fucking jokes? No.
Stop having fun, motherfuckers!
Go ahead, yeah. Stop having fun.
Can we get her an Adderall or something?
Wow. Are you serious?
See, yeah, no, that's what happens.
No, you're white, trying to like talk about. No, and you.
My probation officer is here now. I don't know who the fuck you're mad at, but it's not me.
No, a white person trying to make fun of black people.
See, now you're crying, and I was just trying to make you laugh.
No, don't do that.
Okay, I'm sorry. Now I'm gonna make fun. I was trying to be empathetic.
It wasn't funny.
It was not.
No. I don't care. You trying to like laugh at that shit. That's it.
How dare I at a comedy club? She came here for a TED Talk. Everybody knows you go to the basement for political opinion. I don't even know what he's saying, but it's just shit sounds tense.
You a bitch.
Why do you think I'm doing this for a living? You think I was a football player? I'm a bitch, goddammit. There's nothing you can say to me I haven't said 6 inches from the mirror. You're the first name going in my suicide note tonight. Have a good night, Kamala Harris. Now's the time I need you on my side.
No.
No, I got like 4 more in the chamber.
Will somebody please give Kamala Harris's cousin a hug? Tell her to stay woke and woker. Just give it the passage of time.
Weird that like you do, and we've been dating for almost a year now and I still haven't hit.
Okay, why do we care about other people's opinions?
I mean, I was just presenting the question. Maybe.
You know how I feel about it? Like, I am a high value woman and like I can't just be giving my body, like I don't know, like purity. I told you like purity is like a big deal for me. So if I'm not forcing you to stay. Like you can leave whenever you want if you can.
I don't have any words for her. If this is real, somebody please get that man's father on the phone right now. Okay, that's enough train wreck in one video. If you got to this point, you should have hit that like button ages ago. If not, do it now. Let us know your thoughts in the comments and subscribe if you would like to see more videos. We'll catch you in the next one.